Hello everyone, happy Tuesday. It's time for a special episode of Tuesday Live at 5. This is Lena Gersa. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Cambridge, Ontario, Canada. And today I am starting my Sale-a-bration Countdown, where I'm going to feature a different Sale-a-bration product each day for the next 7 days leading up to the launch of our new Sale-a-bration promotion. Now, today I am all about the Corner Bouquet stamp set. So this is my featured product. Now, I have also paired it with another Sale-a-bration product called Heal Your Heart, okay? Now, both of these stamp sets are available in the Sale-a-bration brochure, and you can't buy these. Did you know you can't buy Sale-a-bration products? You can't. You have to earn them for free. So you get these products for free with a $60 order, okay? So you could choose either or. If you place a $120 order starting January 5th, you could get both. Okay, so I can't show you the inside of this brochure. However, I have mailed some out. If you completed my catalog request form, you should be finding one in your mailbox very soon if you haven't already. If you have not yet completed my catalog request form, please do so. I'm happy to send you both the Sale-a-bration brochure and the new mini catalog, which launches the same day, January 5th. But today and this week, we are all about Sale-a-bration. So let me talk to you for a couple minutes about this beautiful Corner Bouquet stamp set. Now, before I get too far in here, I'm just going to see if I can pull up my live. There we go. See who's here. Oh, we've got Deb and Huda and Louise and Bonnie. Excellent. Hello, everyone. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. So today we are talking about this beautiful Corner Bouquet stamp set. Now we have two very large stamps. I'll show you actually. This is this stamp. Look at how big this is. Okay, it needs the big E block, and it takes up a lot of real estate, so it easily becomes the focal image on your project. There's also a smaller version for smaller scale focal points, which I'll show you a couple examples in a minute. Now, because this stamp set doesn't have any sentiments, I pulled in the Heal Your Heart sentiment stamp set, which just works so beautifully with this. I love this set. I'm going to be featuring this later on this week on its own, but it works so well with the Corner Bouquet set. So let's have a look at the card I'm going to show you today. So this is the one I'm going to demonstrate today. However, I have a whole lot of others that I'm going to show you after I'm done my demonstration. Okay, so let's get to it. Now, this particular card actually uses 4 different Sale-a-bration products. Four. So I use the Corner Bouquet stamp set and the Heal Your Heart sentiment set. But then I also use some of this beautiful Ombre paper. Now, this is also a Sale-a-bration freebie. You get, it's 6x6 paper. 48 sheets in the pack. There are 4 different colors. So one side is sort of a gradient ombre, and the other side is a pattern ombre, which I don't think I used on any of the cards. Oh, yeah, here's an example. This is a swap card I just received in the mail that has the gradient. Okay, so this is was designed by another demonstrator with whom I swapped, and that shows you the gradient sort of polka dot image. So those are in the same pack, called Ombre, again, free with a $60 order. So we're going to start with that piece, and I'm going to bring in my large Corner Bouquet stamp, and I'm going to ink it up using some Memento black ink. Now, I just re-inked this pad because I want to make sure I get a really nice, crisp black image on my DSP. I want it to really look like a silhouette. So I'm going to stamp down in this bottom corner with that big stamp. Just give it a second, make sure we get good ink transfer. Not bad. Could have used a little more. What I would suggest doing with this stamp is actually using your Stamparatus, because then you can stamp a couple of times to get a really nice crisp image. But that's not too bad. We'll live with that. All right, so then I should mention this is cut to 3 by 4 inches. Okay, so you can get 2 pieces this size out of one 6x6 sheet. And then here I have a piece of champagne foil. So this is cut to 3 1/8 by 4 1/8. Okay, and it's sized so that it'll layer behind that DSP just perfectly. So we're gonna add a little bit of adhesive here. Let's see who's here. Oh, Gail, you're waiting for yours. Hi, Sue. Hello, Jennifer from Southwest Michigan. Yes, Louise, I love the font on this set as well. It is, oh, it's so pretty. So, so pretty. Let me turn this way and see if I can get this centered a little bit better here. There we go. So gorgeous. All right. Now I need to talk about this piece. So this is my background layer. It's a piece of Bermuda Bay cardstock, and it is embossed using a new embossing folder that's coming in the January to June mini. Now this is not a Sale-a-bration freebie. It is one you can purchase from the mini. Okay, from this catalog here, and it's called Painted Texture, and it is so fantastic. I can't even tell you. I love this embossing folder. It's so versatile. It's a 3D folder, so you get a really deeply embossed image, and there are so many cool things you can do with it. I can't wait to play with it some more. So this piece is cut to 4 by 5¼ inches. And then here I have another piece of DSP. There is a lot of free DSP in the Sale-a-bration brochure this year. This one is also cut to 4 by 3 inches. And this is from a pack called Flower and Fields, or Fields and Flowers, something like that. What's it called? I gotta look. It's gonna bug me now. Flowering Fields, Flower and Field. There you go. And so I've used the polka dot side. So the cool thing about this DSP is there are florals on one side, but the other side have geometric patterns, which work for pretty much anything. So I'm going to layer this right across the middle of my embossed cardstock. So we're going to just add that right across the middle there. And right about there looks good. Get that straight. And I have a bit of an overhang, so we're just going to trim that off. What happens when you have the 3D embossing folder sometimes is because it's such a deeply embossed image, it actually causes your cardstock to shrink a little bit. Okay, so there we go. Now, before I glue this on, I'm going to add one of our beautiful square vellum doilies. Now, these are often overlooked in the catalog. I love these things. I use them a ton, and they're just a really subtle way to add just a little bit of an embellishment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I don't need this whole corner. I suppose I could leave it. I can leave it. What I actually did when I made my sample is I cut this, and I thought I could use this for something else. But you know what? Just in the interest of not making you watch me cut it down, I'm going to go ahead and glue it just like that onto the bottom left corner of my focal panel here. So I'm going to lay this down. The easiest way to do this is just to lay your vellum down. And I just want to have about 1/4 inch, maybe a touch more, peeking out from behind my panel there. Okay, and then that is going to get glued onto my card front. So we'll add a little bit more adhesive right over top of that vellum. And we're going to pop that on centered on the front of our card and hopefully straight. Okay, and then that is going to get layered onto a basic black card base. Now this is cut to 4¼ by 5½, scored in the middle. Let me try that again. 4¼ by 11 inches, scored in the middle at 5½. I'm getting ahead of myself. So I had already folded this in half along my score line, and then I'm going to add a little bit more adhesive to the back of my emboss panel. And we're going to pop that onto the front of our card. Just like that. This is a super quick and easy card to make. Okay, and then I have just a little 1/2 inch wide strip of Whisper White, just some scrap, and I'm going to bring in this beautiful Sorry for Your Loss sentiment from the Heal Your Heart Sale-a-bration stamp set. So I'm going to ink that up, and we're going to stamp that, hopefully straight, on our little white strip here. Okay, and then I'm going to notch the ends. So I'm going to pull in my tailored tag punch. There is a banner punch that you can use to do this. I tend to use this just because it's always on my desk, so it's just, I find it really quick and easy to punch my banner ends this way. Plus it makes some pretty cute little tags as well. So I'll just give that a punch on both ends. Okay, and then that is going to layer just across that bottom portion of my focal image, and I'm going to pop it up with a couple of dimensionals. Oh, Louise, you crack me up. I know some of us are more frugal than others. I'll tell you, when I designed this card, I designed it several weeks ago, like probably a month ago now. And ever since I cut off that little square, I haven't used it. So I am the kind of person who, if it doesn't get used up relatively quickly, it goes, because, you know, there's no point in keeping it for me. Okay, so there is my sentiment. And then a couple little touches by way of embellishment. We're going to add a few of these little silver metallic pearls. So I'm going to grab my take your pick and just add a couple in our little bouquet here, just to add a bit of shimmer. Again, you don't want to add too much shimmer. It is a sympathy card, but I really think this adds just a pretty little touch. And then I love to include either birds or butterflies on my sympathy card. There is sort of a belief that when you include a winged creature on a sympathy card, it signifies the person who has passed away visiting the recipient. So that's just something that I like to do on my sympathy cards. I don't always, but if I think to do it, or if it works for the design, I like to do that. So this little butterfly is punched using the Butterfly Duet punch from the same DSP that I used for my background. And I'm just adding a mini dimensional. I did take my bone folder and just curl the wings ever so slightly so that it kind of looks like it's just fluttering off my page there. And that is my finished card. Isn't that pretty? Now on the inside, I had added a Whisper White panel, stamped the same image again on white. Doesn't it look different stamped on white? Complete difference. And then another beautiful sentiment. This is one that this is what sold me on this stamp set. I love this sentiment. Just to add something special on the inside of the card. So that is that one. I hope you like that. And I want to show you some more that I have used. Oh, Jennifer, you would punch a shape out of the foil too. What can I say? I can't be bothered. I am just get it done kind of gal. All right, so I posted a couple more cards earlier today, but in case you missed them, I thought I would show them here. So this is a very similar layout, right? Very similar to this one. Actually simpler because it doesn't have that extra panel in the background that I heat embossed in gold. So this is that same DSP, but it's in the pink, in the Blushing Bride. Heat embossed the image in gold and then layered on gold foil, added some of the beautiful brushed gold ribbon and a heat embossed sentiment. Now my background here, I use the Scripty embossing folder. Okay, so that's that one. Let me just lay these all out so you can see some of the projects. Now this is another one that I posted earlier today. So this is a totally different look for this stamp set. For this one, I actually used my Stampin' Right markers to ink my stamp, and that takes a little bit of time, so you have to be patient with that, and you do not have to be precise. I was going for kind of a watercolor look, and you get that when you use the Stampin' Right markers, so it does not have to be perfect. You don't have to get every stem green and every leaf. As long as you have, you know, sort of your blossoms in color, having a little bit of bleed is not a big deal. So it's actually quicker than you may think. So stamp the image twice, added, there's some of that polka dot ombre. I thought I had some. A little bit of linen thread, and again, that beautiful sentiment. So there's another one. And then this is one that I haven't posted yet. I'm going to post it in a little bit on my Instagram account. But this one is one where I stamped and heat embossed in in white embossing powder. Okay, so this is on Blackberry Bliss cardstock. I stamped and heat embossed in white, and then I used my Stampin' Blends to color the embossed image to get the color on the dark cardstock. And I just think it looks really, really gorgeous. It pops beautifully because of the white undertone. The color stands out really, really nicely from the dark background. So I used Blackberry Bliss for my background, Mossy Meadow for my card base. My blends, I used Mossy Meadow, Blackberry Bliss, and Rococo Rose. Oh, and a little bit of Mango Melody for these little berry guys. But so pretty. Such a lovely thank you card. And then this one I will post later this evening. This actually uses some new product that's in the mini. So this uses some new DSP and beautiful acetate that coordinates with the DSP. But there you have that same image. Again, heat embossed in gold, peeking out from behind my sentiment. And here's another one of those doilies, but it doesn't look like the same doily, does it? Would you know that that was the same doily? All I did was I trimmed it down, okay, to get that sort of diamond shape. So that is that one. And then one more. Now this is one that you can't tell anybody I showed you, because this is actually a swap card that I made that some people won't have received yet. But this is one that actually is very similar, same basic design as this one, but what a different look. Isn't it amazing how much you can change a design by changing up a color scheme? Like, it's amazing to me how much you can change it. So same basic design, using Misty Moonlight cardstock, stamped in Misty Moonlight ink, layered on the Blushing Bride, and again with that beautiful sentiment. So there you have it. Lots and lots of ideas using the beautiful Corner Bouquet stamp set, coming soon to in the Sale-a-bration catalog starting January 5th. All right, that is it for me today. I will be back again tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that, for 7 days, all the way until January 5th, with more sneak peeks of Sale-a-bration products. So tomorrow, join me again at 5 o'clock Eastern for another Sale-a-bration sneak peek. Thanks for joining me today, everyone. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you again, same time, same place, tomorrow at 5. Bye for now.